Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for checking out this video on my IRL backpack and what is in it. For the last bunch of months, I have been IRL streaming around Los Angeles. I just built this IRL streaming backpack and it is amazing. The purpose of this video is to show you every little piece that's in this backpack and why it's there and why you should switch to a backpack instead of your mobile IRL stream. Now, there's nothing wrong with streaming on a phone. A lot of people's phone setups are actually pretty impressive. I just absolutely hated holding around my phone and a stick for so long, and more than that, I really hated that if the stream dipped and your signal dipped and the whole stream was absolutely out. The link to every single item is in one big link down below, and I'm gonna be going over every single thing, so if you want something in this video, click down below and you can easily find it. In the meantime, like and subscribe this video. It really helps, but let's get into it. Let's learn what's in my IRL streaming backpack. So why did I decide to make an IRL backpack? Well, it's like I just said, I hated holding around my phones and I hated when my signal dropped and there was nothing I could do about stream. So I decided to do a lot of research, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, I came up with a lot of different options, and I spoke to a lot of members of the IRL community. Every item I'm about to show you is what the IRL community most suggested to me, and they said it was perfectly optimal for an IRL stream with all these devices. Right here? And I want to give a shout out to a few people in the IRL community. I want to shout out my friend You Were Found. I want to shout out my friend Muggles. I want to shout out Beck. And I also want to shout out my friend It's Gajira. All of these awesome people helped me in a humongous way getting this backpack to be possible. So thank you guys. Please follow their content. They all do IRL and some variety, so please check them out. All their links are going to be down below. By the way, you should probably go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch because that is the most supportive thing that you can do. I do VR, I do weird games, I do indie games, I do Nintendo, and of course, we do IRL streams. Now, if you'll excuse me before I really show you everything, I'm gonna smoke real quick. Delicious. All right, let's go. Let's truly get into it. So are you ready? Don't blink. This is what you're looking at. This is what makes the backpack be the backpack. This is what makes it all work out. And let's go through every little piece. Number one big thing, a Nighthawk M1 modem. And make sure that this bad boy is unlocked. I took this thing, I brought it to a Verizon, I wanted service for it, and I believe I get 100 gigabytes a month, which is way more than I actually needed, which was pretty damn great. So Nighthawk M1 modem, number one. If you'll excuse me, I had to switch camera modes to normal so it wasn't focusing and stuff. This is number two important thing. This is the Jetson Nano. And when I started researching, these were about 200 bucks. Now they should be about 150. Again, the links are all below. This thing is the encoder, and this thing makes it all run. This takes the picture of the stream and it pops it to whatever you are streaming off of. I stream off of my OBS at home. This sends it to OBS and it gives it a perfect picture. It encodes it. I have barely had service dips with this thing, and it encodes so fast. This thing is amazing. So if you can get one of these, then your backpack is going to fly. The other thing about this is that you'll probably hear the term BellaBox. BellaBox is the software that the Jetson Nano runs off of, and they also have a server that you can pay 10 bucks a month for. It is incredible, and this is what I use. I pay 10 bucks a month to get on the BellaBox server. This thing is great. This thing is super amazing. It also has a whole bunch of USB, a bunch of USB inputs, 4 USB inputs, an HDMI, a display input, which I don't even use, a battery AC adapter unit, and I use the micro USB to charge it, and obviously an Ethernet port to to give it the service that it needs. But let's continue. There's more. Number 3 big thing is the cam link. I had to get an Elgato cam link. This connects to the camera, which, as you can see, connects to the Jetson Nano. The cam link is very important, and I didn't even know that I needed it until I started putting the backpack together and started watching Bella's tutorial on how to install the Bella Box software. So get a cam link, get a good quality short one of these guys, HDMI to USB, because that's very important too. Number 4 very big thing for the backpack is, of course, the camera. I got a Sony HDR AS300. It runs in HD. It is amazingly small and light. I'm not gonna toss it to myself because that would be dumb. This thing is so hard to find. This is the only thing in my list of things for the backpack that doesn't have an Amazon link, because you can't get them off of Amazon. You need to go on eBay to get one of these bad boys. Everybody in the IRL community says these are the best. These are the quintessential cameras that actually run with the Jetson Nano. And the purchase is super, 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 super worth it. I had one. The lens actually, I guess, hit the ground at some point and it scratched. And I didn't realize it until an IRL stream when I ran into a bunch of awesome, popular IRL streamers. It was terrible. It was so embarrassing. So what did I do? I went to the IRL community. They helped me so much. They helped me figure out what the issue could be, where I should go. I ended up sending my broken camera to Gajira, who I mentioned before, and they sent me this one plus another one. And here, check this out. They gave me a custom cam saver. And what the cam saver is just in case I drop this thing. Oh, good thing I had the cam saver. It's a wonderful candy shell that helps this thing so much. I also have a screen protector for this camera that Gajira sold me as well. Super worth it. The resolution to these things are phenomenal. It's a really wide angle lens. I love these cameras so much. I'm even gonna start using them for regular vlogging and just taking them out everywhere and just be like shooting my life and stuff. A GoPro is fine as long as it has a HDMI input. I borrowed my friend's GoPro and it had no input, so I couldn't even use it. And streaming off of the phone app, GoPro was always problematic for me, unfortunately. So here we go. This guy, the Sony Action Cam, the white one, the small one. This thing is Slam City. This is the one. This is the camera. Because of the cam savers, I do have these Allen wrench kits. You only need 3 Allen wrenches, but I'm gonna lose them. So I got these 2, which I will not lose, and these have all the Allen wrenches that I actually need. So you can get them at Home Depot, these guys, but you only really need these if you have a cam saver. And if you're talking to the IRL community, then they'll let you know. They'll let you know what to get. They might even send them to you. So yeah, Allen wrenches. Let's go ahead and talk batteries. What the hell charges this backpack? First of all, I use Anker batteries. They're good enough. They're perfect. I use 2 10,000 Anker batteries for my cell phone and the camera itself. To charge the camera, this will give me about 6 to 8 hours. So I always have a spare one just in case. I carry 2, sometimes 3 of these things if I know I'm going to be IRL streaming for a really long time. These are perfect. They carry a lot of energy for your little accessories, again, the phone and the camera, and these are great. This larger battery right here is a Anker 20,000 battery. This is also, everything's going to be down in the description in the video in one big Linktree link. This bad boy actually charges the modem, and this one is amazing. This battery will give me about 6 to 10 hours, I think, on this modem. I've never run out of 2 dots on the 4 dots on this guy. Even on my longest IRL stream. So this one's really great, and all it does is charge this modem all day long. And once I plug this in, the light will turn off here, and it's awesome. It's really great. So 120,000 battery will do you for that. Okay, now let's talk about this battery. This battery is totally different. It's the only battery that is not on the link of links down below because I couldn't find it. This is a Anker 13,000 battery. The reason why this is so different is because this one actually outputs 5 amps and 3 volts, and that is what you need, absolutely need, for the Jetson Nano. I've looked it up, and this one isn't, and the other one isn't. They're not as strong. So these 13,000s are actually strong enough to power these, and I have 2 of them. As you can see, this is number 1, and number 2 is actually in there. They only give about 4 to 4.5 hours per charge. So that is why I have 2, in case I'm having a fun time IRL streaming and I want to stream longer. This happened at Universal and Disneyland, and I had to like go up to, hoist up on a garbage can and switch them all out. It only took a couple minutes, like not over 2 or 3 minutes, but 13,000s, if you can find them, grab them. They're the only links that I don't have. So there you go. These are for the Jetson Nano. Okay, what else is on here? There's a bunch of small wires. I don't want you to get confused or get the wrong wires. All the wires that are powering something are from the battery. They came with the batteries. I got a teeny tiny little purple Ethernet cable down in the links. I think that's all for the little things. This whole thing, by the way, with the straps is a Grid It. This is a large one. They make even larger ones, and I do want to thank my buddy You Were Found for pointing these out to me. These are super fun. Earthquake test. Everything stays in there really snug. I love carrying around this thing. So a Grid It, also in the links below. This cable is very, very important. It is a HDMI to micro HDMI. This goes into the camera, and then this side obviously goes into the cam link, but make sure you get one of these guys. It also plugs perfectly into my laptop, so if I want to use this guy at home, I have a crappy little capture card that I bought for 20 bucks off of Amazon. The thing is actually complete garbage. I don't know who is using them for their video games, but the one thing it works for is this, plugging it into my laptop or any computer I need it for. So one of these, also in the links below. Now, if you've seen my streams, then you know that I use my camera and I keep it on my shoulder and everything. But what happens when I'm sitting down at a restaurant and I don't want to use this? Well, I have a Joby or Joby, I don't know how to pronounce it. I have a Joby tripod, and I really like these because they're super durable, and they're really durable. You could hang them on anything. You can put them on like a fence, and they're perfect. But what if I want to sit down? So I got these really awesome Ulanzi quick release pads, quick release things. I don't fucking know what they're called. So essentially, if you're sitting down and you want to just take it off and go to this, all you got to do is unlock it, take the camera off, as easy as that, and then just like that, it was locked. Snaps right in. Woo! Earthquake test. Go ahead and get this one. I got 2 Ulanzis. I got 2 of them so I can have 2 of the bottom plates, and that what was most important. The backpack clip that I use is honestly a very cheap, generic clip. It's extremely strong, so I know it's reliable. This thing isn't going anywhere. It's great. But I know that there's more sportier ones out there, and I might look into those. But for now, I'm pretty happy. So yeah, I got it. Finally, there is one final piece of the backpack that I use for everything, and that is my little Bluetooth speaker. I got this Bluetooth speaker from Twitch. It doesn't get super loud, but it's pretty damn good for what I need it for. I have a little Mercy dangle that I got from BlizzCon a couple years ago, which is pretty cool. To run all the TTS and all your browser sources and audio sources and stuff like that when you're out there and you can hear everything, you're going to need an app called Real-Time Chat. And what Real-Time Chat does is it allows you to not only read chat, but enter in all of your audio sources to be played so you can hear it. It doesn't work great with Apple devices. If you're using an Apple device, it will probably only play things like donation alerts, sound alerts, the app, the extension rather, and a few others, maybe channel points controlled TTS. To get them to work 100% of the time, you're gonna need to get an Android. And I don't have an Android. I've been thinking of getting a used Android and just using it for that purpose and that purpose alone, and leaving it in my backpack, or just using that phone for chat and having that in my hand while I'm outdoors. But if you want sounds, it's a wise choice to go ahead and finally make a jump to Android. The only other things in here that are in here, they're not even really worth it to talk about. They're not either things that I don't really use, but I'll go ahead and talk about them anyway. I got this 360 armband, and it works okay, but I don't like this apparatus. It's so annoying. So I don't really use this thing. I carry it around just in case, you know, maybe I'm going on a scooter. And I have this little emergency phone charger that I got at TwitchCon. This thing's okay. It's just for emergencies. It'll probably just charge my phone and last like under 20 minutes and then die, something like that. But I do keep it on me, and that's it. That's everything that's in my backpack. Every link is going to be down below, so if you have any questions, go ahead and pop them right here. I will do my best to get to every comment. I'm pretty good at getting back to all my YouTube comments. Or go ahead and jump into my Twitch stream if I'm live. I also have Twitter, and we have an amazing Discord and all sorts of social media, so please click on that down below, and I will see you out there IRL streaming. Let me know if this stuff helped you. If it did, go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit like. That super supports the channel, and I will see you out there, and I cannot wait to see what you guys do with your IRL backpacks and stuff. Thank you so much. Peace.